Hello everyone, this is Endgame Mars. We're doing another unboxing of the breakdown of the demo. This is Lone Survivor. It's another indie game that got a physical release from Limit Run Games. If you probably noticed at the beginning of the video, the unboxing video, yes, there is a missing card and sticker. For some reason, when I got my copy in, they didn't include that in my physical copy. I don't know why. I did contact them. They said they couldn't replace it, so I don't know why. I don't got a complete copy, so if you're trying to get a copy, make sure you got the card and sticker. But all in all, the game, I'm still glad to have the physical copy of the game. But moving on to the game itself, Limit Run made a physical copy of this I'd say really unknown, but also kind of known, because it is one of the few, probably only the experience you're going to actually get from the Silent Hill series, because it definitely takes a massive inspiration from the Silent Hill games, with the factor of the choices you make and how you play, and just the perspective of everything doesn't seem as it is from the Silent Hill universe, and depending on how you play, you will end up with a different ending. So it takes a lot of nods from the Silent Hill universe, as well as the music is pretty close to the pretty close of the design and style of that of Silent Hill, as well as a menu navigation and so forth. The only thing that might cause a lot of people problems is that the game is not very graphical. It is a heavily pixel graphic style game. Now this is no problem for me, but a lot of other people might be just deterred away from this, because as a lot of people would say, pixel art is not as immersive as the full fidelity of graphics. People would know my stance on this is that I don't believe that's to be true. Any game could be scary. It could be a little yellow block on the screen with surrounded by a bunch of blackness, and that can be scary just depending on how the developer designs it. You just gotta make sure you put in headphones, have a dark, have your surrounding all dark, preferably play it at night and alone, and you'll probably experience a pretty good chill with the game. Now, as the game has combat, it has guns and equipment and resource management and stuff like that. You gotta make sure you don't use all your ammo. But like I said, depending on how you play the game, it'll affect your ending. As I said, this game is just your typical, basically a typical 2D version of Silent Hill. And I did play this one all the way through on the PlayStation 3, and that's why I was super happy to get a physical copy of the game when I heard it was getting released. It's like I said, it's a nice way to play Silent Hill on this current gen consoles, considering the fact it looks like we won't be getting a Silent Hill anytime soon, and if it is, we'll probably get a Chapinko machine. That's the closest we're gonna get from a Silent Hill, and yay for that. But all in all, the game is fun. The story is interesting. The enemies are very disturbing, depending if you find the graphically. The game has a definitely eerie and questionable feeling to it, and there's multiple kinds of enemies. The game is not super long, but the game does, like I said, have multiple endings depending on how you play. And I do like the feel of strategy and thinking, and how to think outside the box with certain things. But the only problem I kind of occasionally come across is I find it kind of hard to know where is a hiding spot. As you see, I'm hiding in the wall right there. I find it kind of hard to know when there is a hiding spot or not, because it isn't always clear, and you wouldn't know to be told, because certain moments they'll tell you about the hiding spot, but sometimes they won't, and it's just kind of hard to know that was a hiding spot until you walk on top of it, and you're like, oh, I could have came up with a better strategy than what you did. That could have been fixed a little bit. And another odd thing, this is not really a component of the game, is I've seen a few people say that scarf thing on his face, it looks like he has this big white smile. And I don't know how a lot of people got this, but especially if you start the game at the beginning. He's wearing one of those surgical masks, or those masks that Japan. A lot of people in Japan wear. I don't think China wears as well. A lot of the Asian countries wear it to prevent from getting sick and stuff like that. It's one of those medical masks to prevent, and he's wearing it because of the disease that's going around. So if you think he's smiling, you're wrong. He's wearing a mask. But I just thought it's funny, because I've seen a few comments like that, or people saying that they think he has this big white smile on his face. So I thought that was funny. But all in all, the game is just what it is. It's basically a 2D version of Silent Hill. It's got a lot of backtracking here and there. You gotta think a lot outside the box. There's a lot of items you need to progress and stuff like that. Like you gotta have a certain key or a certain item to unlock and do certain things here and there. As well as I gotta fast travel to get back to your beginning point where you rest and save. The character does get sleepy and hungry, so you got to bear that in mind as you're playing. But I do feel he gets a little tired and hungry a little fast. And there's no meter to keep track of it or anything like that. He'll just immediately just tell you, hey, I'm tired, or hey, I'm hungry. And it does pop up like just out of nowhere. You feel like you just gave him food and he's like already asking for more food. But the kind of cool thing is you can do certain things that help with it, like you can cook, if you can get the resources, like if you actually explore, you can find certain items to make food better and more tasty for him. So you can either cook the food or find more combinations to make the food better for a more enjoyable meal for him. So therefore, make the hunger last, make it a little longer before he gets hungry. As I said, this game is a pretty good game, and I'm glad to have a physical copy of it. And as I said, it's a limit run game, so there's not too many copies out there. I think they only made like 4,000 copies. I'm not entirely sure. I believe it had a Vita releases as well, but I'm not entirely sure on that one either because I don't play Vita. I have nothing against the Vita. I don't play handhelds because they hurt my eyes because I can't look at the little screen. That's why I usually only collect for consoles. But this is one of those good games especially if you are a survival horror fan. This is one of those games you just got to have in your collection because it is a pretty good survival horror game. As well as, like I said, it's a deeply and good nod to the Silent Hill universe, and considering the fact we won't be getting anytime soon a Silent Hill game. So this one's a worthy one to try to get in your collection if you can. And hey, if you can try to get the sticker and card, then all the better for you. I'm happy for you if you were able to get it and everything like that. And maybe you're just like me, you didn't get a sticker and card, so I'm sorry if you didn't get one. But bear that in mind if you're going to go buy it. Make sure you don't get screwed over or something like that, that somebody's trying to sell you a copy and you don't see the sticker and the card. That's required if you want a complete copy, as well as the little manual you saw on the unboxing. So please bear that in mind when you're doing your game hunting. So like always, I will put links down in the description, and as well as put a link down to Limit Runs. As I've always said, these videos I bring out of Limit Run games, the games are usually always out of stock. But it's always worth checking Limit Runs for what other game they might be coming out here in a little bit, that to keep up track. Always go back and check them as much as you can. Definitely at least check them once every month, or at least twice or 3 times a month, and you can get a general idea. Like first time in the beginning of the month, second time in the middle of the month, and the third time at the end near the end of the month. That way you can see what they might be releasing, or they might change something. So like always, I thank you all for watching. If you want to see more videos from me like this, hit that subscribe button. It always encourages me to do better, and it encourages me to know that you guys enjoy these videos. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.